Hi everybody, Pathway to Tech is back with what you need to know before splurging on an iPhone 14 or 14 Pro. Apple's portfolio is a little different this year, but it still features 4 new iPhones at familiar prices. The standard iPhone 14 has a well-known design and a chip from a year ago. On October 7th, a 14 Plus model with a larger screen and greater battery life will replace it. The speedier A16 Bionic CPU, an always-on display, and a clever new application for the front camera cutout called Dynamic Island were all features that Apple reserved for the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. So, should you become a professional? These phones are designed for users who are more fanatical than most about specific features. Although the Pro models can render some videos a little bit faster than the basic 14, the speed difference is negligible in everyday use. Though this might not matter much to people who don't play graphically intensive games or spend a lot of time outside, the Pro screens are smoother and brighter as well. Consider purchasing a professional camera. It's worthwhile, but it helps if you enjoy spending a lot of time studying your shots. The Emergency SOS through satellite capability on the iPhone 14 is one of the most anticipated new features if you're stuck somewhere without cell service. You'll be able to text emergency responders important information like your location and your condition, as well as share your whereabouts with others while you're off the grid. The transition to using embedded SIMs, or eSIMs, has been simple so far for all iPhone 14 models sold in the United States. However, numerous passengers expressed concern in their letters about bringing these items abroad. In recent years, prepaid phone service using an eSIM has become increasingly widespread, and many popular travel destinations have local carriers who provide eSIM service with little hassle. However, it might not be long before we learn about problems. How near? In our camera testing, we had to spend 15 minutes analyzing one picture before we could tell it apart from one taken with an iPhone 11 Pro that was 3 years old. With a design that hasn't altered much in 3 years, an emergency satellite connection we hope you'll never need, small battery increases, and a new shape for the front cutout on the 14 Pro models. We would characterize the iPhone 14 upgrade as solid but subtle. The days of everyone needing to immediately replace their iPhones are long gone. But millions of us will likely get a new iPhone nevertheless. It's similar like sticking around a decent life partner long after the chemistry has faded. The screens of the iPhone 14 Pro variants can refresh themselves very seldom, perhaps just once per second, and can stay on almost constantly at very low brightness. It all comes down to one thing: whenever you want, you may quickly check the clock or a notice that has just arrived on your phone. Fortunately, it's not too bright to leave on your nightstand. The best thing, though? The battery life of the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max seems to be scarcely affected by the feature. To see more content around iPhone 14 or 14 Pro related features and more videos on phone products, make sure you subscribe to my channel below. Thanks everyone, because sharing is caring, so comment that below.